Hey, tiny people, living in the confines of my computer. I want to talk about something that means a lot to me. This week, well, like 2 days ago, as me recording this week as this comes out, Five Nights at Freddy's is 10 years old. And I thought I'd make a little thing to talk about what it means to me. I made a thread over on Twitter, and I'm going to read through it before getting into some more thoughts about what FNAF means to me. So I'll just dive into what I have written. If you're uninterested in Five Nights at Freddy's, you might enjoy hearing what it means to me as an individual alongside what it means to me finding who I am, what it means to me finding my friends and those who shaped who I am. It's a big part of the person I am, so if you're a fan of mine, this could be interesting to you. I don't know. I first learned about Five Nights at Freddy's from a video uploaded by Markiplier on August 13th. It was his first Five Nights at Freddy's video, which I don't know if you've seen any Markiplier video, but if you have, this is probably on the list of them you've seen. It has so many views, and I was not the first person to see it. I was in the first million to see it, though, so that's pretty cool. I watched it on the 15th, 2 days after it was uploaded, something like that. And it was my first real dive into a game's fandom, because I had been playing games since I was little, mostly Super Nintendo games. I didn't play modern games until I was like 12. But I played a lot of Super Nintendo, especially Mario 3 and Donkey Kong, but I had never found a game with a fandom because I was playing so many games that were much older with no access to the internet. Then I finally got access to the internet and didn't have a way to play the games, but I did watch YouTube videos, and I found Mark's. It was the first time I really got into a game's fandom. It was also the first time I got into anything to do with horror, because I wasn't allowed to watch horror movies growing up until I was like, I don't know, 10. I didn't watch genuine horror movies until after FNAF came out. But it was my first dive into real horror stuff, because all I've really seen was like really shitty, low quality, doo-doo story horror movies. And I used to not like those. Now I adore shitty movies. I've adored shitty movies for a while now, but I like shitty movies, so it's not a problem anymore, but it was at the time. Shortly after, I'd start, like days after, I'd start my fourth grade in fourth grade of school, and I'd meet the people who would shape who I am because of two things, Dragon Ball and Five Nights at Freddy's, but mostly FNAF, because talking about FNAF is what brought my best friend into the mix. A lot of those people I no longer have contact with for a plethora of reasons, but a few I'm still incredibly close with. As the FNAF fandom grew, so did my family. I made dozens of friends, both IRL and online, almost completely over the game. And as the second game came out, so did I, sort of. The community sort of gave me a confidence I had never had before, and that led me to act more like myself, which in the coming years would lead to me coming out. I learned about so many YouTubers because of Five Nights at Freddy's, some of which I still watch and adore to this day. Fusion Z Gamer, 8-Bit Ryan, the 8-Bit Gaming Channel, Daco, Razbowski. It is the reason I knew who Matt Pat was because I had seen his Mario theories, but I wasn't like a diehard until the FNAF stuff happened, and his retirement broke me for a minute, so I feel like that tie means a lot to me. And Bazamalam, a YouTuber who I am fucking super into. I adore Baz. He is so fucking funny, and the way he talks and his cadence is very fun to me. There's plenty more YouTubers that I can't think of right now, but they're back there, and they have been shown to me and millions of others because of this game. It also just opened me up to the internet on a different level. because I thought the internet was just a place where it's like, throw this thing out, and now it's out there and people can look at it. I wasn't aware that the internet was a place where it's conversations. I wasn't aware the internet was a place of community and genuine human talks. I wasn't aware of like comments, and I wasn't aware of forums, and I wasn't aware of all these things that are now such a big part of who I am and what I do. I've been on YouTube since October of 2012, but I never really got to be a part of anything until FNAF. And I've continued to grow alongside that brand and that franchise, and it's even an inside joke with a lot of close friends that I can list all the FNAF lore, just improv style, at like any moment if I'm told to. I'm not perfect at it, as I don't know all the tiny little details of the books and stuff, but like the main line stuff, I've got like every little thing running up there all the time. It's funny as an inside joke. It's also it just kind of pushed the whole "you're autistic" thing, which is true, but it was fun. It's funny that pushed me to help with that. FNAF helped me learn who I am, who I was, who I will be. It opened my eyes to games, opened my eyes to horror, different people and different ideologies. It helped me admit that I'm a big old queer, haha funny. It helped me with my neurodivergency, because it was the biggest hyperfixation in my life for like 6 years. And it's still there, and it flicks on every once in a while, and I just go into a deep dive of it. But it's been a big part of that, and it was a big part of me doing research on neurodivergency and learning that I'm a little ball of ADHD and autism. It helped me with my anxiety by giving me like an easy topic for conversation, which is something that I kind of always had a problem with, and I never really got to figure out why. But it taught me how to come up with topics, how to talk about things without being too awkward. I'm still awkward, and that'll never go away, but like it helped me with that, and it helped me grow and get better at talking and get better at communicating. So much so that whenever I was in oral communications in high school, I was the only person in my class to get a 90 or above. I got a 99.8. The second highest was like an 85 or something like that. All because of me learning to talk to FNAF fans. I got to a point where I was so good at communicating that teacher told me I should be a teacher. It caused my business teacher in 11th and 12th grade to tell me to be a car salesman. That stuff has taught me a lot about what I use here on YouTube now, and what I've used in the short stints I've had working in places is almost entirely due to this fandom helping build me up that way, which is kind of really fun, kind of a cool thing. Thanks, big ol' Scott, for making it where I can speak. This game and its fandom got me through some of the most difficult times of my life. At times where I didn't have food to eat, or I didn't have a safe place to call home, or I didn't have people to show me love, I had Five Nights at Freddy's, and I had that community and that welcome and that security blanket. And that helped me so much. Having an escape from those negative things is why I'm still here. And that's amazing. It introduced me to 3 of the 8 relationships I've been in, being a leading reason for meeting so many people I've shared so much of my life alongside, whether it be romantic or platonic or work-wise, whatever. It has helped me meet the people who have shaped who I am from August of 2014 to now. It helped me grow. And I'm not always proud of a relationship or a friendship or the things I do in it, but I'm always thankful to have had that time with those people and to have had that time to grow. It's always something that I look at and appreciate for what it is. Five Nights at Freddy's has also given me all of my closest friends, including my best friend. It has given me some of the most fun moments in my life. And at separate points, it has helped me in so many different ways, including genuinely saving my life. Without Five Nights at Freddy's, I don't think I'm here right now. Without it, I don't think I still do YouTube. And to a degree, without Five Nights at Freddy's, I genuinely don't think I would be alive and speaking right now. This franchise is everything to me. It means so much to me. So thank you to Scott Cawthon. Thank you to the millions and millions of people who have been a part of this community and pushed the positivity and helped me and so many others figure out who we are in this crazy thing we call life. And thank you to everyone who helped make a moment of that happen. Thank you to everyone who's ever helped Scott with a game, everybody at Steel Wool, everybody who's ever done anything. Thank you to everybody over at Blumhouse. Thank you to all the actors who were in the movie. Thank you to everyone. Thank you to all of the YouTubers who pushed this game, everybody on Twitter, Twitch, whatever. Thank all of you so much for this crazy ride. Thank you for helping make me who I am. I love you all. That's all I've got to say.